Today we're diving into the sudden collapse of American tourism. 3 million travelers have canceled, leaving 15 major airports eerily empty. Let's take a virtual tour across the country to see how this crisis is impacting not just airports but entire communities and economies. We begin our journey at JFK Airport in New York, one of the busiest and most iconic airports in the world, a place that never truly sleeps. On a normal day, JFK is a vibrant crossroads, alive with the energy of travelers from every corner of the globe, bustling with activity, laughter, and the constant hum of announcements. But now, Terminal 4 stands eerily deserted. No crowds, no rolling suitcases, no voices over the loudspeakers, just the distant echo of solitary footsteps reverberating through the empty halls. Check-in desks for major international airlines sit unstaffed, baggage carousels remain motionless, and outside, rows of grounded planes line the tarmac, waiting for passengers who never arrive. Airport workers describe the atmosphere as almost post-apocalyptic, as they walk through vast, empty spaces that were designed to handle millions, but now echo with silence and uncertainty. For an airport that typically handles over 60 million passengers every year, this sudden emptiness is a complete system shock, a disruption no one could have imagined just months ago. The silence at JFK is more than just the absence of noise. It's a powerful symbol of an entire industry brought to a standstill. A world on pause. It's a haunting reminder of how quickly everything can change, and how even the busiest places can fall silent in the face of the unexpected. On the West Coast, LAX is almost unrecognizable. Its iconic terminals and glowing light towers now cast their glow over empty roads and silent walkways, where once there was a constant stream of travelers, taxis, and airport shuttles. The familiar buzz of activity has faded, replaced by an eerie calm that blankets the entire airport. The moving walkways glide endlessly, but they run for no one, their mechanical hum echoing through vacant corridors that once bustled with hurried footsteps and rolling suitcases. Food courts and boutiques are shuttered, their lights dimmed, chairs stacked on tables, and display windows gathering dust, as if frozen in time. Rental car lots and nearby hotels sit empty, their parking spaces filled with unused vehicles, lobbies echoing with the absence of guests, and bellhops with nothing to do. Outside, taxi and rideshare drivers wait in long, idle lines for fares that never come, their engines idling as hope slowly fades with each passing hour. The economic fallout is immediate and severe, rippling through every business tied to the airport, shops, restaurants, service counters, and even the luggage carts, all left untouched. LAX, once a miniature city teeming with life, now feels abandoned, its check-in areas and ticketing counters deserted, as if the world has simply moved on. The silence is broken only by the distant hum of ventilation and the rare, hollow announcement for a lone, departing flight, reminders of what once was. It's a stark, haunting portrait of a city, and an industry, brought to a sudden, unimaginable standstill, leaving behind only echoes of its former energy and purpose. Chicago O'Hare, a titan of air travel, is now running on empty. Passenger numbers have dropped by over 90%. Terminals built for tens of thousands see only a few hundred. Staff face uncertainty, with hours cut and layoffs looming. The iconic neon-lit tunnel connecting concourses glows for no one. The airport's heartbeat, its crowds, has vanished. O'Hare's emptiness is a beautiful yet melancholic symbol of an industry in suspended animation. The human cost is as profound as the economic one. Miami International, the U.S. gateway to Latin America, is now eerily still. International gates and customs halls are empty, duty-free shops and currency exchanges shuttered. The loss of international travelers is devastating for South Florida's economy. Hotels, restaurants, and cruise ships all feel the impact. Miami's identity as a global crossroads is on hold. The airport's silence is a stark reminder of how much the city relies on its visitors. MIA's bridge to the world is closed, for now. Dallas-Fort Worth International, a city-sized hub, is facing a massive economic shock. Passenger numbers have plummeted, leaving the Skylink train and vast terminals nearly empty. The ripple effect hits catering, logistics, and local businesses. Revenue from flights, concessions, and fees has dried up, threatening jobs and infrastructure projects. DFW's emptiness mirrors the broader economic crisis. A critical piece of infrastructure is now underutilized. The shock waves extend far beyond the airport's perimeter. Denver International's iconic tented roof now covers a quiet, empty terminal. The Great Hall and concourses, once bustling, are deserted. Shops and restaurants closed, local businesses in crisis. The airport's unique character is flash-frozen in time. Small business owners face existential threats as travelers vanish. The emptiness is not just a travel story, it's about survival for the people who give the airport its soul. DIA's silence echoes across Colorado's tourism industry. San Francisco International, a gateway to Asia and the tech world, is now a monument to stillness. The international terminal is silent, its usual mix of languages and cultures gone. The city's tourism industry, hotels, attractions, tour operators, is starved of visitors. SFO's advanced amenities and art installations now serve no one. The AirTrain circles a near-empty campus. SFO reflects a globalized world suddenly put on hold. The economic consequences ripple through every neighborhood. Orlando International, gateway to Disney and Universal, is heartbreakingly empty. Monorails glide silently, theme park stores are shuttered, and rental car centers are deserted. Central Florida's economy, built on tourism, is in crisis. Thousands of workers face uncertainty and unemployment. The airport's design, meant for crowds, now emphasizes the emptiness. MCO's silence is the sound of a region's economic engine grinding to a halt. Seattle-Tacoma International, a hub for West Coast and Asia travel, is now subdued. Flight boards show cancellations, entire banks of gates sit unused, and the central terminal is hollowed out. The drop in business and cruise travel hits the regional economy hard. Live music stages and art installations are silent. The shuttle train runs empty, a symbol of lost connections. SeaTac's decline is a blow to Seattle's spirit of innovation and connection. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, the world's busiest airport, is now eerily calm. The plane train runs empty, concourses are silent, and hundreds of Delta planes sit idle. The airport's stillness is a stark warning about the fragility of our interconnected systems. Atlanta's economy, deeply tied to the airport, is feeling the strain. The scale of reduction is hard to comprehend. ATL's paralysis is a symbol of the crisis facing the entire industry. When the world's busiest hub stands still, the impact is global. Las Vegas's airport, usually buzzing with excitement, is now a ghost town. Slot machines flash and chime to no one. Check-in areas and baggage claims are deserted. The Strip's silence is mirrored at the airport. The city's economy, built on tourism, faces an existential threat. Advertisements for shows and empty taxi lines highlight the scale of the collapse. For Las Vegas, the quiet is the sound of a city holding its breath. Boston Logan, a hub for New England and Europe, is now historically quiet. Departure boards show a fraction of normal activity, and international terminals feel oversized and empty. Security lines and food courts are deserted. The shutdown affects tourism, education, and business sectors across the city. Logan's silence is the sound of history paused. The ripple effect touches every part of Boston's diverse economy. Houston's George Bush Intercontinental, a major United hub, is now in suspended animation. Business and leisure travel have both collapsed, hitting the energy capital hard. Premium lounges and international terminals are empty, connections to Latin America drastically cut. The Skyway train glides past parked planes, echoing the airport's stillness. Houston's role as a global crossroads is suddenly blockaded. The airport's silence mocks its usual purpose and energy. IAA's stillness is a clamp on global commerce. Phoenix Sky Harbor, gateway to the Grand Canyon and the Southwest, is experiencing a drought of travelers. Empty runways and tarmacs bake in the sun, amenities and shops are shuttered. The SkyTrain runs with few passengers, and the USO Center is quiet. Arizona's tourism industry is hit hard. Hotels, parks, and resorts all feel the loss. The support system for travelers has vanished. Even in the wide-open West, the collapse of connection has far-reaching consequences. Charlotte Douglas, a fortress hub for American Airlines, is now unnervingly still. The central atrium and food court are empty, rocking chairs sit unused. The decline in connecting traffic threatens the hub-and-spoke system. Dozens of planes are parked, the network effect broken. The unraveling of travel here affects business, supply chains, and the entire region. Charlotte's quiet halls are a symbol of frayed national connections. The airport's stillness marks the end of our journey through a disconnected nation. From coast to coast, the once bustling airports of America now stand as quiet sentinels, their runways stretching out beneath empty skies. With over 3 million canceled trips, America's airports have become eerily empty, leaving not just terminals deserted, but also local economies struggling to recover from the sudden loss of travelers and business. The haunting images of silent terminals and rows of grounded planes serve as a powerful reminder of the unprecedented scale of this crisis, and the far-reaching impact it has had on communities nationwide. Rebuilding confidence in air travel and restoring the vast network that connects people and places will be a monumental challenge, requiring innovation, trust, and cooperation from all corners of the industry. The silence in these great halls is more than just an absence of sound. It's a void that must be filled with renewed safety measures, hope, and a sense of connection that brings travelers back together. What do you think the future holds for travel? Will we see a return to the golden age of flying, or will new habits and technologies reshape our journeys forever? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time as we continue to explore the changing world of travel.